This tutorial will show you how to do the Chapter 1 database assignment using cPanel software on the Internet instead of Microsoft Access. For this assignment, we will name the database BUS311 and then import the frequentflyers.txt file into the database as a table named Frequent Flyers. Finally, you will create a report using WordPress to display the contents of the table. Just so you can see what the report looks like at the end, here it is. So I will start with my website, which is just like yours. I go to my cPanel and log in. Once logged in, I scroll down to the Databases section. First, I will use the MySQL Databases function to create a new database. Then we will use PHPMyAdmin to access the database once it has been created. So, click the MySQL Databases icon. A database can hold an unlimited number of tables. You will notice there is already a database for WordPress. We will enter a name for a new database, which I will call BUS311. Notice that your database will always have your login name as a prefix. Click Create Database. Go back. Now, under Current Databases, you will see your new database listed. Now we need to give the WordPress user permissions to access the new database. Select the user and your new database and click Add. Click All Privileges and click Make Changes. Now that we're done, we can click the Home button at the top to return to the cPanel main menu screen. Now we will launch PHPMyAdmin to add and update our database. Click PHPMyAdmin. Across the top you see tabs to access various functions that aren't important right now. Down the left side you see our list of databases. Click on the database BUS311 that we just created. If we had any tables in our database, they would be listed here. For this assignment, we are going to upload a table from the frequentflyers.txt file that came with the textbook. We will be using the import function. First, though, let's look at the frequentflyers.txt file to see what it looks like. I have downloaded the frequentflyers.txt file from myslab.com here. If you right-click it and open it with Notepad, then you can see what the file looks like. Notice there are column titles at the top and the fields are separated using tab characters. This is called a tab delimited text file and can be opened directly using Excel. If we open it in Excel, the column titles would line up with the data in the rows. We will be uploading this file into our database. Back on the import page in PHPMyAdmin, we click Browse to find frequentflyers.txt. Then we scroll down to Format and click CSV. CSV stands for comma-separated values. We are actually not uploading a comma-separated values file, but we select this option anyway. In the Format Specific Options section, enter \T in the columns separated with field. Click the first line contains the table column names checkbox and click Go. you will notice the new table appears on the left. Click on the table link. You will notice the table was uploaded and you can scroll through the records of the table. The first thing we should do is to name the table. Click the Operations tab at the top. In the Table Options section, rename the table Frequent Flyers. It's best if you don't use spaces in the name. Another important step always is to change the storage engine type to INNODB. INNODB tables allow foreign keys and relations to be defined between tables in your database. Click Go to save your changes. Notice in the left column the table name is updated. Another adjustment you might want to make to your table is with the type and size limits to some of the fields. Click the Structure tab at the top. You may want to make the name and address fields larger. We'll make the two name, address, and city fields larger, say 50 characters. We also might want to make the zip code field a character field because we want to preserve leading zeros for East Coast zip codes. This completes what we need to do in PHPMyAdmin for the moment. Back to our website. Now we want to add a page that displays the frequent flyers from the database. So go ahead and log into WordPress. We are going to install a new plugin to display the report. Scroll down and click on Plugins and click Add New. Search for Custom SQL Report, and we want this Eli's Custom SQL Report Admin with shortcode. It's nice to check out the details to see how many others have downloaded it and if the screenshots look like they are what we are looking for. Click Install Now. Once it's installed, you can activate it. Once it is activated, you will notice an SQL Reports tab on the left menu bar. Click the SQL Reports tab. For this assignment, you are going to type in a very simple SQL statement to display the contents of the frequent flyers table. At the top of the Custom SQL Reports creation page is a text box for entering an SQL statement. Below the Test SQL button is the results of the SQL statement. The example default SQL statement looks very complicated, but later on you will see why it is actually a very valuable example. Delete the contents of the box and replace it with select asterisk from Richard H _ BUS311 frequent flyer. This statement selects all the rows of the frequent flyers table in my Richard _ BUS311 database. That's this one. You would replace my database and table name with yours to make your statement work. For the report name, let's make it frequent flyer addresses. Click the Submit button. You see the table shown below. Now, this looks a little wide, so let's just use only the name, address, city, state, and zip. For this, we replace the asterisk in the SQL statement with the database table field names for the name, address, city, state, and zip. That would be first underscore name, last underscore name, address, city, state, and ZIP. Also, let's make the names list alphabetically. For this, we add order by last name, comma, first name in the select statement at the end. Click Refresh Report. Now we're going to add a page to our website displaying the report. Click Pages, Add New. Enter a page title, Frequent Flyers. In the text box, enter the short code to display the report. You recall using a short code for the contact form plugin to make it appear on a page. For an Eli SQL report to appear on a page, the short code is left bracket SQL report name equals the name of the report here, which is frequent flyer addresses, quote, right bracket. Let's also remove the sidebar on the page and take off the comment box at the bottom. Click Publish, and that's all there is to it. You can look at the public site, click the Frequent Flyers menu tab you created, and see the list of frequent flyers and their cities in alphabetical order. This completes the assignment.